my strap line is engaging conversation, eclectic music, and a Pan African perspective. I am the Eclectic Goddess. That's my DJ name and my presenter name, and it's specifically created for our people to tell our truth. And I try to feature Africans across the globe, and it's about who they are. It's not an interview. It's a versation or an
Mhm.
conversation, anxation. It's it's a chat. It's a coming together to
Beautiful.
share knowledge of self, and yeah, I love to have people come forward and say, "I want to be on your show." I love it when people say that. So please hit me up because I want to hear that. I want to center the voices. I created this for our community. I also do a radio show on a Friday, which is a much more magazine format. It's not for any particular group of people. I present with a couple of like white guys sometimes. I have co-presenters who are African women. We have all sorts of guests. It's a very different format, but I enjoy doing that as well because it's much more based. It's a very localized thing in my area. And I DJ. I did a Afrobeat set last Friday at a place called Ritzy, upstairs at the Ritzy in Brixton, South London. Yeah, I'll be there again
Wonderful.
next month in June doing a reggae set. So I love my music. I live for music. I live for the arts. Uh, I was part. I'm part of a film collective with a group of women. We're a mixed group of women. We held one of our events. We kind of rebirthing, rejuvenating it. It
Oh,
started a good like 12 years ago, and we were just talking earlier. We had a film event this evening. Really excellent film event about regeneration and gentrification, socio-ethnic cleansing in the UK. But we also looked at it within the context of the global space. And we mentioned the one and only wonderful Claudia Jones, who was also born in Belmont in Trinidad and Tobago, like me.
that's right. There we
And I
go.
always use this
Powerful.
quote. Claudia Jones said, "A people's art is the genesis of their freedom."
Please repeat that.
A people's art is the genesis of their freedom.
Mm. A people's art is the genesis of their freedom from the honorable ancestress Claudia Jones. That's powerful. If you don't know who Claudia Jones is, that'll be content for the next podcast because we could talk about her and read some of her pieces, and we would all be edified to another level. I also want to send out another shout out to Sister Queen Shinette, Shinen Saffron for joining us, as well as Trevila Harris. Trevila, if I say your name with a Spanish accent, it's just because it looks like it just rolls off my tongue like that. But so much grace and appreciation and blessings for you taking some time to join us. So as we get ready to close, because it's like at the top of the hour, we're done. It's like, what? It finished already? But I would love for you to share your last word before I just do some of the closings for us. So, what would be your closing word for tonight?
Embrace womanism. We are not feminists, we're womanists. We don't have to follow. We don't have to follow Massa all the time. We can actually be ourselves, be creative, be innovative. Remember who we are. Go back, Sankofa, fetch that, and bring forward the greatness that we have, the history that we have, and bring it into the century that we're in, into the times that we're in, so that we can really transform ourselves. We have to
Beautiful.
work on ourselves, put ourselves first. It begins with us.
Beautiful. Oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, illustrious, powerful, revolutionary, most right honorable African Queen Mother Warrior, Basum. Isis. I'm very grateful to have you with us this evening, and it's a complimentary piece to my closing comment, which is about highlighting one of our other African Queen Mother Warrior sisters, who opened up something, and I want to share this particular quote in terms of what you've just said and what we've been saying through the evening, and I quote: "Holding in your truth doesn't make it disappear; it only makes it heavier to carry. Speak, release, and reclaim your peace." Unquote. And that is none other than African Queen Mother Warrior, Sis Doctor. And you can find out more about her.
Heyo.
You can find out more about the I'm Powerment rites of passage for Black African heritage women. And she opened up today on the vernal equinox, right? The opening of spring. Episode 1, entitled A New Day, A New Way, Without Apology. The journey starts here, a space for Black, Brown, and mixed heritage women to reclaim, reconnect, and rise. And you can again get on board, because you can go to sisdrcisdoctor.com and get all the information, join on Eventbrite to show that support for these types of works that Speaks, Building a New Legacy, always promotes. With that being said, remember, culture heals humanity, land is our foundation, and spiritual harmony unifies us. Be a part of Speaks, Building a New Legacy, on the first and third Thursday of each month, here with the Crew Podcast, a host of divas that bring truth as power